Hello friends, Intuitive Rene here, bringing you a walk through a deck that I just needed to share with you. This is a new deck that arrived in my collection this week. It is a Tiny Traveler and it is a beautiful deck. And it's quite interesting that it's called the Tiny Traveler. I'll tell you why. I ordered this deck at the beginning of the year. It was shipped in February of 2022. I'm recording this on the 30th of April 2022 and it only arrived yesterday. So I know my postal system in our country is just so slow. And the deck took, I think it was a week and a half to arrive in the country from the US. And yeah, since very early March, I think it was, it's taken, gosh, March and April, 2 months to travel 600 kilometers to me. I could have walked and fetched it. No, I couldn't have. But anyway, it arrived. It arrived beautifully. It arrived in impeccable condition. So I am a happy girl. At least it has actually arrived. So I really struggle with how to say the name of this particular deck, the Sasuraibito Tarot. And it is created by Stacia Burrington. It is the most beautiful deck. So I have been oohing and ahhing over this deck for years, for such a long time. And I really struggle with large decks. And I had seen people say that it was a fairly substantially sized deck, which put me off a little bit because I really do battle. And then when I saw that she had a mini version, I was like, I'm sold, done. Send it to me, give it to me. I need it right now. And the size is perfect. So I have looked at the deck. You can see I've taken it out the box. I've got the little guidebook here, but I have not shuffled and I have not done a reading with it. But I just wanted to share it with you before I do all of that. So it comes in just a standard tuck box, which I'm absolutely okay with because all my mini decks get kept on the table here in front of me in felt pouches or crochet pouches. So I will just do that with this one as well. And the box will live on my shelf as a decoration because that's what I do with my boxes. So I'm really excited for working with this deck. And I have just had a quick glance through. I'm just trying to think, should I maybe leave that there so that you can see what the deck is. So I have had a look through the cards and I just absolutely adore them. So this is the little guidebook that we get with it, and it's really just a pull-out pamphlet. Okay, so it has information here on the she says, I hope that this deck is a friend to you on adventures large and small. I love that. And then she explains where the word Sasuraibito comes from, and she says it's a Japanese word, closely relates to the word wanderer. So that's quite nice. And then she gives you basically short little key phrases for each of the major arcana. That's the back of the little guidebook. And on the other side, you have got the 4 suits and short little keywords. So it's enough. You know, if you are a tarot reader, you don't need much more than that because the art speaks for itself. So I'm going to move the guidebook out of the way and take you through the cards. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the size of the deck. So this is the, as she calls it, the mini traveler. So it really is quite small. If I, excuse me, stretching, put a pencil on the table to give you an idea on how tiny it is. It really, really is small. I know you're all familiar with the Lightseers Tarot. So let's do a size comparison with the Lightseers Tarot because I know some people do like that. There you can see. So it is quite small from the Lightseers. It's lovely. I know not everybody likes small decks. I get that, but I do. I do love my small decks. So it's not very thick, which I quite enjoy. The cardstock is just amazing. I don't know if my camera is going to show it to you, but it is such a textured cardstock. It's absolutely beautiful. So it is matte. I mean, I have got a ring light right over here that is quite large, and you're not really seeing it. You are seeing a bit of glare, but not too much. But the cardstock is fabulous. I wish I could get the camera to show you the there we go, the texture. You might be able to see a little bit of the texture there. It is just absolutely stunning. Love it. So I do love a linen cardstock, and this is a beautiful matte linen cardstock. Lovely. So let's take you through the cards. I am going to zoom in a little bit just so that you get to see the images because they are quite small. So let me do that quickly. There we go. I think that's a bit better. So I'm just going to flip you through the cards. I'm going to try not talk through it all because I only have the same word to say about each card. How beautiful, how stunning, how wonderful and amazing. We sort of run out of positively descriptive words, and I just really want you to appreciate and enjoy the art. So I'm going to do a silent flip through of the cards. I am going to do it fairly quickly. Obviously, you're welcome to pause the video at any point to get a better glance at a particular image that you're interested in. And once I have finished with that, I will come back and talk to you about my thoughts on the cards. So there we have it. There we have the full walkthrough of the cards. Aren't they gorgeous? Did you also think so? I mean, I have no words. You know, every single card just invokes an emotion, you know. Every single card sort of makes you feel something, makes you think something, makes you remember something. And I think that is just the absolute beauty of this particular deck. So I'm going to give it a shuffle. And this is now obviously the first time I'm shuffling, so I'll give you my first-hand opinions on how it shuffles. I mean, just look at that bend. That is beautiful. We have good even mix. Absolutely stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. Again, this card stock is just, you know, if ever there was a thing called dream card stock, I really do think this would be it. I really think this would be it. Absolutely stunning. Right, so we've had 2 riffles. We need to do a few riffles to get a complete even distribution within the deck. So let's just do a couple more. Love it. You know, there's something just so nice about a deck that shuffles well, a deck that you can handle well, because I know some people cope very well with large cards, and that's great for them, but I really struggle with large cards. So having a small little deck like this that is still workable, because you don't want a deck that's so small that you actually can't, you know, can't shuffle it properly either. So to me, this is absolutely fabulous. Right, so the cards have been shuffled a few times. Overhand is just as easy. Overhand is just as easy. They feel so good. There's no clumping, there's no sticking, and I really do think it's this beautiful linen cardstock that's doing it. So what I'm going to do, friends, is I'm going to shuffle now, and we're going to ask the deck. Any message for all of us watching here today? Anything that you want to share with us? Anything that you want to tell us? Who are you? What are you about? And what is your message for us today? Let's see what wants to come through. Right, so cards are shuffled. I'm going to cut the deck over there, and I'm going to draw 2 cards because we can. So card number 1 is the 5 of Cups, and immediately I'm noticing the rainbow. And card number 2 is the 7 of Pentacles. Oh, I'm loving this. So almost what I want to say to, we all know that the 5 of Cups is the card of disappointment, the card of suffering, emotional pain, emotional disconnect, because she's focusing on the things that have emptied and put her in this puddle. She's not seeing that there's 2 more right there behind her. This rainbow, and we all know the rainbow is a sign that better days are coming, that better chances or better opportunities are coming. So it's about what you choose to focus on. Now, I did say to you that I found this deck to be quite an emotional deck, okay? That every single card triggers something, makes you feel something, makes you remember something, makes you realize something. And I think the 5 of Cups is saying, yes, exactly. That's exactly what this deck would do for me, or do for you, do for anybody who's exposed or experiencing the deck. But it's also about helping you to see the beauty, the happiness, the joy, the opportunities that are there for you. And once we change our focus from the sadness and the disappointment to the opportunities that are available to us, we will have opportunity. Because the 7 of Pentacles is the card of planting the seed and waiting to harvest, to receive bloom of all the effort and the work that you've put into it. So the 7 of Pentacles is saying that if you work with this deck, and if you allow this deck to work with you, you know, within a period of time, your growth, your experience, the way that you grow is just going to be out of this world. So this deck has a strong, powerful voice. This is not a deck that you would use if you want just a casual what's going on kind of reading, unless your casual what's going on kind of reading wants you to get straight to emotional truths. So I think this deck has a very special voice, a very particular voice, and a very beautiful voice. But it's a voice to help you work through the pain, work through the sadness, and realize that work is needed. Nothing happens overnight. Nothing happens by magic. Yes, magic happens every day. I'm a firm believer in that. But nothing just happens just because. You have to put the effort in, and if you put the effort in, you will reap the rewards. So this is the message of the deck. This is the voice of the deck. I cannot wait to work with this deck. I cannot wait to use it in client readings. I cannot wait to see how it's going to work through my videos. I so look forward to working with it. So Sasria, thank you so much for creating such a beautiful deck. Thank you so much for creating a mini traveler version for people like me who really enjoy working with small decks, and for everybody else who have watched this video. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you're curious and wanting to either have a reading with the particular deck or want to buy it yourself. I will, if I remember. If I don't, please do comment and let me know. But I will, in the description box below, put the link to where you can purchase this, should you be interested in doing so, because I do think every tarot reader needs to have this particular deck in their collection, purely for what it can do for each one of us. So friends, thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. With love and blessings from my heart to yours. And until we connect again, take care, everybody.